Hello and welcome back to Mammy's house. I'm so excited that you're back. I've got a special day and lots of special dishes planned. This is going to be a dedication to all the fathers out there, especially mine, Harold. So anyway, from Browardville, you had 15 brothers and sisters and large family, large farm that we always went to every Sunday for dinner. And I'm going to fix some good dishes that I know he would love, and so many other guys. Let's get started. First of all, this is my mom's recipe, and every year when the corn was ready, she would be her favorite time. We would have to shuck the corn. I've already shucked it, and we're gonna cut this corn off as close to the cob as you can get it. It's kind of messy, but that's okay. Just go really, really deep. I kind of even want to scrape that because we're gonna fry this corn in a skillet, and I have fried some bacon, chopped it up a little bit, and we're gonna dip this right into that skillet of bacon grease. And this would be one of our favorite meals. You could actually eat this just by itself. And when I started shucking the corn, I tried to do something different in order to get most of the little tiny hairs off. I cut the corn before I even started shucking it from the bottom. And I just took that and started, and it rolled right off. So just a little secret to help you out. Or you could spend a lot of time shucking the corn and trying to get all those little fine hairs off of it. And I really want to get in there and kind of get that thick juice. It's kind of a thickening agent for your sauteed corn. All right, so I've got some bacon grease here. And I'm going to put my fire on, my stove on medium high, take out my crispy bacon. You really want it crispy because I'm going to really chop it up and put it back in my corn when it's finished frying or sauteing. Put it in there, yum. Take out some of the strings if you can. I think I did pretty good. I don't see too many. And I'm going to let that, stir that in the bacon grease. Gosh, that's so pretty. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper. Not much is needed. Got all the bacon grease for that. Just a little for all the flavor that you need. Just a little bit of color. All right, you got your fried corn. So we're gonna let it fry just for a few minutes, not until your corn is soft, but a little bit of a crunch. So you don't want it to be really, really soft and mushy. That is so pretty. Straight from the garden. No wonder my mom loved spring and summer. All right, we're going to let that cook, and we're going to start on my Brussels sprouts that we're going to have, and we're going to put those on the grill. So come on back over here while our corn is cooking, and let's get started on those. All right, now we're going to do some Brussels sprouts, and I'm going to get them set up and ready in this pan. Then I'm going to go take them outside and put them on our grill. We're going to have grilled parmesan Brussels sprouts. First thing I'm going to do is lay some bacon uncooked in the bottom of my pan. I actually want these to be a little bit savory too. All right, we're going to lay them in here. Kind of line them up, and these are fresh, so they're pretty tough. So they're going to have to cook a little longer on our grill. So we're going to put these on first. And that bacon is just going to fry on the bottom and simmer up all that grease and that bacon flavor. Ooh, it's going to be really good. I love Brussels sprouts. what we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit of butter. Not that I don't have enough bacon grease in there, but just got to have that for the shine on top so that it'll melt down and come together. And then the best part of all is I do this at the restaurant a lot, and everybody just absolutely loves it. So we're going to do some Parmesan grated cheese, and I want every Brussels sprout to have a little bit of that on there. Yum, it's so good. All right, and so I'm going to make a little boat here for them, hold all that steam in. Close it up on the sides and the top. And then I'm just going to take a knife, put it right through there. And there we go. Let's take them outside and put them on our hot grill. And all I'm going to do is just set this right here on top of the hottest part of the grill. Close it up. And there we go. Now let's go get our ribs and we'll put those on here beside it. Okay, right now the corn is looking perfect and it's a perfect consistency. Still a little bit of crunch. Gosh, reminds me of the old days. All right, so at this point, I've got my bacon. Going to crumble my bacon up. Now this is such a good dish. You could almost eat this alone with a good glass of sweet tea. If you can keep your bacon without somebody stealing it, because this is really good thick bacon. And just use your fingers. This is going to be perfect with our barbecue ribs, and we're going to start on our barbecue sauce next. The corn, I'm just going to let it simmer and stay warm. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm telling you, it tastes as good as it looks. So I've got my corn simmering. That's fine to let it simmer. Oh, it looks so good. I want to eat it now. But let's get back to the barbecue sauce. So I've already got like 3 cups of ketchup in here. I've got some tomato paste. Got a little bit of corn in there. We don't want that in there. Let's take that out. So I'm going to add just a little bit of, I like the sweet barbecue flavor. Who would have guessed that? So we're going to do some brown sugar, a couple tablespoons. You don't want it real sweet. And then I'm going to add like a teaspoon of paprika, a little bit of spice. I've got a red wine vinegar that I love in my barbecue sauce. And we're going to whisk. Get that thick. That looks really good. And if you want, and if you got a dad who likes bourbon, add a little bit of bourbon in there and you'll have your bourbon sauce. All right, we're going to let that warm up. So I'm going to go over here, and I've had my beef ribs boiling for about an hour, just as tender as I want them. And this is something you can also do in your crock pot. So that's coming up. Watch out, it's popping up all over me in my new apron. So these are good and tender, and I like the big beef ribs. Just a lot of meat on them. I'm going to turn this down. Oh, so shiny and pretty. Can't wait to taste that. And these are so tender. Can almost pull them off the bone right now. So they're perfect. And I've always boiled my ribs before, just so we can get that tenderness. That's going to be so good. Let's put some barbecue sauce on them. First, I'm going to taste it to make sure I did a good job. So, oh, that's perfect. Woo, that paprika's, I could taste that, but I could also taste that brown sugar, a little bit of that mustard and Worcestershire. I'm going to put a little bit of this on here, and then we're going to take them out on our grill, and then they can finish their cooking with all the barbecue sauce on them. This is going to be such a good dinner. All right, so let's take these outside, let them sit on the grill. We're going to keep the grill on low, and then we're going to come back and we're going to start working on our banana pudding. Let's go. All right, so here we go. My grill is really, really hot. I can hear this just boiling in here. I'm dying to open it, but I don't want to, but it is, I can peek. They're doing perfect. So let's set these on. I'm going to drench them in this barbecue sauce, because that's what I'm really putting them on the grill for, is so this barbecue sauce can really soak up into that meat. I've been really fortunate. My two sons, Stevie and Thomas, are two of the best fathers I've ever known. I'm very proud of them. They have great children. And my husband, he's a great dad and a great granddad. All right, see you later. I've got this on low. Got these on high on this side. It's just beautiful. Perfect day. See ya. Okay, so we've got our ribs cooking outside. We've got our Brussels sprouts steaming out there with all that Parmesan cheese on it. So my corn is doing perfect. That is just beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. So I've got my red meat. I've got my yellow and brown corn. So let's come on over here and work on the best thing of all, something my dad I know absolutely loves. And this is a recipe from my Mammy, and it's her homemade banana pudding. So let's come on back over here. All right, so we're going to start on Mammy's homemade banana pudding. This is one of the best desserts ever, and it's a wonderful, wonderful dessert for the summer. Anytime, but mainly in the summer. So anyway, we're going to start with layering our dish. And so I'm going to start with vanilla wafers. So we're going to get it all prepped, because when this is ready, it's going to need to be poured in immediately. So we're going to line our dish. And I've made a huge one. You can cut all of these ingredients in half and do a smaller one, but I plan on sharing this with a very special guy today. A special father, because it's his birthday. And happy birthday, Roger. And happy Father's Day. Here you go. I'm going to go around. You want a vanilla wafer in every bite, so make sure you get plenty in there. Looks perfect. All right, so we're going to start next with our bananas. And the riper the bananas, the better. And we're going to just cut them. Because I'm making such a big dish, I'm going to do it in a big pan. So first of all, we're going to go 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. I'm talking about heaping tablespoons. And I'm doubling this, so I'm going to add 6. 1, there's a heaping. 2, 3, 4. And if it's too thick, add a little bit of milk. You just have a little extra left over to eat right from the pan, which is mainly why I always do this. And then we're going to, I need 2/3 cup of sugar, so let's get my sugar. All right, so I'm doubling my recipe. A little extra. I always do a little extra because I do like a little extra left over. And then we're going to do 2.5 cups of milk. So this is a 4-cup measuring, so I'm going to add this and a little extra. There's 4. I'm going to add an extra because I've added extra coconut. We can always add a little extra if it's too thick. All right, so I'm going to stir this. And I'm gonna set this on the stove on low heat while I get my eggs ready. I'm gonna make sure it's stirred because your cornstarch will harden up on you if it's not mixed into this milk and sugar really good. Okay, so we're gonna put this on low heat just for a minute. I've got to put my eggs in. I want it while it's warm, not hot, because if it is, then you'll have scrambled eggs and you're in a coconut cream. So here we go. So I need a dish, and I can use this. And I'm going to save my egg whites for the meringue. So, and it's 3 eggs per pie, per banana pudding. So I'm going to do 6, may even add an extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I have 8, but we'll go with that because I want a lot of meringue on this too, and I may even add a couple of extra eggs for that really tall meringue like Mammy's used to be. So we're ready to put our eggs in our mixture. Okay, it's warm enough now. It's going to start getting thick. Start adding these eggs. Get them mixed. I think I will have a little extra left over. That's fine. Okay. And we're going to stir. This will stick because of the cornstarch, so I don't leave it. And I've got it on high. And I've got my corn simmering. That looks so delicious. See, your eggs are starting to come to the top, so you gotta stir some more. I'll be doing this at the restaurant for our Father's Day meal there as well. All right, we're gonna start with the meringue right now, and we're gonna beat the heck out of it. Don't be shy about using this mixer. You really wanna get those air pockets in there, so let's go. Takes a few minutes, so be patient. See all those air pockets? The more the better. When I don't see any more air bubbles, I know that I've started to form peaks, and that's when we're going to add a little bit of sugar in. Very slowly. And then we're going to be really hard again to get this sugar really mixed in here well. It's going to grow and grow and grow, and that's what you want to see. Put it all in there. And here we go again. Make sure you get the sides and the very bottom. And I can feel it really forming really thick. I like a thick, fluffy meringue, so I just add a little bit of extra sugar. And there's your soft, thick, creamy peaks. Okay, now it's time to put this on top of our banana pudding. So it's time to bring our creamy banana pudding over. I could eat this out of the bowl just like it is. And I will scrape the bowl with a spoon. I've done that my whole life. It smells wonderful. This is a beautiful, beautiful dish. And heavy. So, I'm not going to waste any of it. Just pour that over. This dish is really pretty in a glass dish because you're going to see the layers of the bananas and the cookies. But any dish you have is fine. I want every bit of this, but I might leave myself just a little bit. I'm gonna smooth this over those bananas, those wafers, and we're ready for the really pretty sweet part, the meringue. Oh, it's ready to eat right now. But this is really pretty. This is what makes my banana pudding stand out. And this was just like my grandmother's Mammy Lucille. That beautiful meringue. Oh, it's so marshmallowy. Oh, and you want lots of it. Just think about taking this to one of your reunions. You would be the star. It's beautiful. It's delicious. You can't go wrong with this recipe. Oh, love it. It's so shiny. You've got the yellow, you got the brown wafers, you've got the white. It speaks summer, summer, summertime. And I'm going to add one more texture to this because I've got some leftover wafers. I like to cover all the gaps. Beautiful. I'm going to add some wafer crumbs on top. A little bit more color and a little bit of crunch when you bite into that pudding. Oh, lovely. Just lovely. I'm going to have to take this to the restaurant today and share it with all my guests. All right, in the oven we go. Mwah! See you in a minute. So right now, I think they're perfect. My Brussels sprouts are still cooking. I'm going to keep these on here, and I think these barbecue ribs could not be any better. Look at that. Yum, and I'm going to stick them right back into our barbecue sauce. That hot beef right there, it's going to make that even better. They're falling apart on me already, so I know they're going to fall apart in your mouth. So tender. All right. And we're going to close this again and give our Brussels sprouts just a little bit longer. But let's go ahead and take these in and put them on the stove. All right, so we've got the perfect meal for the perfect father, which is my dad, Pappy. And I've got beef ribs. I've got grilled Brussels sprouts with Parmesan cheese and bacon. And then I've got some fried corn on the cob, and which is absolutely my green, my yellow, and my red. And right now, I'm going to taste test before my dad gets here. This is a wonderful Father's Day meal, or any time of the day, anytime. All right. Oh, that is so good. That's so savory with that Parmesan on there. And you can really tell that's off the grill. That's really good, Brussels sprouts. Now my corn. This take me back to my days in Gravel Switch and Browardville. All right, so here we go. Let's see how pretty it is. Oh my goodness, that's lovely. That's a lovely dessert. Wow. And it's very, very heavy. And that's why I love carrying this through the restaurant so everybody can smell and see how beautiful that is. And it's gone. And there we go. You've got your banana pudding. So I think we need to try a little bit of it too before my dad gets here. So if that wasn't good enough, we'll see what this tastes like. Oh my goodness. It's so pretty, you hate even tearing into it. So I'll do the corner first. Oh. Yum. I love the kind of the softness of the wafer and the banana together. Just like Mammy's. This is really good. You know, I'm gonna have to fix this at the restaurant tomorrow. This is a summer dessert I'll have to have all summer. This whole meal is like a little piece of heaven, which of course my dad is too. And of course I wore his Kentucky Blue because we are die-hard Kentucky Blue fans. I don't even think he's watched a game in years because he gets so tore up. But just the memories that I have and that he's been able to give us, and he continues to give us, is just something that I'll remember the rest of my life. Thank you, Daddy. Happy Father's Day. And all the other great fathers out there, thank you all. Stevie, Thomas, Fly, happy Father's Day to all of you. And come on down and join us at Mammy's Kitchen for Father's Day. I'll be open. We may have a little surprise for you. So thank you for joining me again today at Mammy's house. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want any of these recipes, please just give me a call or come on down to Mammy's. I'll write them down for you. And last but not least, don't forget to shop local, eat local, come on down and drink local. We love you. See you later. Bye.